It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Showtime, baby! Bring the heat!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The checks with the projectile. Shows the overhead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Surprises them with a drive rush. No more drive gauge. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Air slasher. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Shows the medium kick. That's the counter. The rapid fire fist sends them up. Quick breather. Takeout. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Maximum strike. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Life lead is there, but still heading flatline zone. Player one survived that tense mirror match. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Showtime, baby! Bring the heat!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Rips the slasher out. The jump in catches them. Springs forward with the drive rush. What a drive rush to keep it going. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the match. One KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Takeout. This round brushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Looking for a chance. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Saw that coming. Shows the medium kick. Drop drive rush to keep it going. Oh, no way. No sign of letting up from out of the corner. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Here comes the corner pressure. There's the burnout. Player two can't use any what a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Fires off an air slasher. Pokes with a medium kick. Uses their drive gauge. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Jumps up. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Forward rush. Closes the distance. Carry to the impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Dazzles them with a super art to show what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Player drive rush. Quick medium poke. Takes it. Sets up with the jump in. Okay, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player two can't They've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Showtime, baby! Bring the heat!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Sides. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. The throw connects for counter hit damage. All right. Checks with the projectile. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 needs big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Player 1 chases them down. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The attack is parried. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks with a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground games. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who met drive rush to keep it going. Risky up close scrap still going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wow, that's some big time damage there. What'll happen here? Can they keep on him? Ooh. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. A real test of nerves here. Pokes with a medium kick. KO. Player 1 gained a hard fight. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Gotta do this. Come on. Bring the heat!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? Knockdown. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Knockdown. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 can't afford to get ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now.
That's right!
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Box him with a target combo. Solid combo. A quick breather. Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Come on. Bring the heat!
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? Neither of them willing to back off here. Got their eye on the air. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Rips the slasher out. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 experiencing burnout. There's a change of sides. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Knockdown and not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Big opportunity now in this corner. KO! Player 2 brings it home. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? What are they thinking here? Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Air slasher! From up above. Extra spicy Shoryuken X. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Genius read. Experience in there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round two. Fight.
Fake out. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Up into the air off the just cool. Took him to the corner in a flash. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Fireball into the corner. They're going for the super arc. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but uses the gauge for a super arc. Closing it out with a super arc finish. Nice and clean. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Staves off the crossover. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. No good up high. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Right lead opens up. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now.
That's right.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Immediate jump. Up into the air off the just cool. Oh wow, look at the damage. This bookworm had all the nice things. Baits them into committing to the drive impact and then makes them pay for it. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Overdrive jackknife. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Maximum strike. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Finishes it with the anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Adds a bit of OD spice. Final round. Who will the fighting get? All the throw connects. Slashes them with a jackknife. Nothing stops this train. Taps them on the throne. Burn out, but they may have a plan. What's next? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Let's get looking for a hold. Oh, here we go. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Come on. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down, just out of range for that throw. They gotta pull it, opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh wow, look at the damage. And drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Overdrive jackknife. What'll happen here? Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise. Oh, burnout triggered. KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Knockdown. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Neither of them willing to back off. Burnout is triggered. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Gets them. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Gets the counter hit throw. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Genius read. Goes for the jump in. Up into the air off the just cool. Player ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do if decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry? Are we experiencing burnout? Solid anti-air. Who will set the bait at this range? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 can't use anticipated that throw. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Get out of nowhere. That was catch as catch can. Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Show me everything you have.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Not shy with the grab. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? They don't need to go for anything big. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Who's going to start things off? Overdrive jackknife! Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Uses the target combo as a filler. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in? From upstairs! Up into the air off the just target locked and scoop! Just goes for it at this range. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. You need guts to pull that off. Player one brings it home. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Show me everything you have.
Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Recovers from burnout. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Air slashing. Drive rush to keep it going. Somehow pushing. That was a tough cross-up. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Rips the slasher out. Checks them with the projectile. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking for a chance. This is gonna hurt. Just goes for it at this range. Looking to plan him with a pile drive. It's too much. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight. Round. Fight.
They crowns him from above. No, this'll break him. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Maximum strike! Escapes the corner. They're taking a step back, sets up with the jump in. Nice air slash, letting it all on the drive rush. Brings down the waning mood on them. These guys are not nothing stops this train. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Here comes the boom. Sunrise Festival. Can they nail the deal? Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. No, critical art now. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Locks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Not shy with the grab. Taking stock. Shoots off a fireball up close. Squeezes the gauge. He's in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Throws them to negate the block. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Has a bit of OG spice there. Are we going to see some fireworks? Jack has maximum cuts clean through him. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Is the fireball part of their corner game? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. A quick breather. Headbutt. Gets the jump in. Up into the air off the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Going in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big. Oh my, the throw tech. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Taps him on the throw. Screw pile driver. No, you need guts to pull that off. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Fires off and crowns him from above. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Ooh, you never know what can happen.